Well, we've been around down south trying to find some warm weather, and we haven't been able to find it yet. It was another really cold weekend in Arkansas. It was snow on the field on Sunday or Saturday morning, and we actually had to push the games back an hour so that it would melt. But we don't talk about weather. We just go out there and play. We know that it's not 80 degrees on one side of the field and 30 degrees on the other. So, we didn't have the best weekend results-wise. But like I said last week, we're in a really transition period with this team. We've got a lot of young players, some really inexperienced at this level, and they're going through some growing pains right now. We saw some really good things out of this weekend where we're starting to buy into understanding how to handle some bad results and be able to move forward a little bit quicker. As you can see, as a group, we've been doing that as well. You can look at our wins and losses in a row here, and we've had a loss and then a win and 4 losses, then a win and 3 losses, then a win and 2 losses, and we're at a win and 1 loss. So hopefully we're starting to make that valley, as we say, a little bit shorter time frame, just as much as they are between bad pitches and fielding mistakes and things like that. They're starting to let go of it and get back on track a little bit faster. So hopefully we'll see a little bit better, some better results as we move forward. And I know that our goal is to prepare ourselves for the league, and we're 2 weeks away from the league. So we need to get things rolling this weekend. Talk a little bit about last weekend. We faced Jacksonville State, who is just as good as Alabama, I thought. Offensively, they really swung the bats up and down the lineup. We knew that they were a good team. They've been to a super regional a couple years ago, and traditionally they really swing the heck out of the bats, and they showed us that right from the start. They put up a ton of runs on us, and it was just one of those days where we were fighting an uphill battle from pitch one. So, but they were a very good team. They ended up actually sweeping the round robin, beating Arkansas and getting the #1 seed in the tournament portion of the weekend. Then we faced Arkansas that night in snow flurries, and it was cold, and it was a tough game. But once again, they swung it. We didn't. We walked too many and gave them way too many opportunities. But we responded on Saturday morning against Wright State. Had a really tough game. Had to actually battle back for a win. Kind of a character builder for our team. And ended up having to face Arkansas that night. It was kind of a messed up deal because of Kentucky being at Arkansas basketball. It was just a mess with traffic and everything else, and they were trying to schedule Arkansas to be able to play the late game, and we actually had to sit there for that whole game not knowing when we were going to play, if we were going to play right after it or if we were going to play at 7:30. It was great for our team and character building and adversity, but it really wasn't ideal for competition. So we ended up playing Arkansas that night, and really that was one of those, hopefully, the crossroads for our season, because our team gave up. It was the first time I actually saw them give up during a game and really quit on each other, and so we had a good meeting after that game, and I think they understood where we were at and what's happening, and hopefully can get it corrected. But and then yesterday we had a walk-off win against Wright State to finish the weekend off on a high note and get back into the dome this week and work on some things that we need to work on, sharpen some things up and get our confidence level back a little bit. Going into next weekend at Oklahoma State, where we have Cleveland State, Santa Clara, and Oklahoma State. Same type of a format, round robin, and then a seeded tournament at the end. So looking forward to another really tough weekend of competition, and see if we can get a little bit better results this time and focus on our process a little better. Any questions?
Coach, Nicole Fisher didn't seem to be playing a lot early, but she's like your leading hitter now, really coming on. Just talk about her. She's the one that transferred in from Kirkwood, right?
From Kirkwood, yes. Nicole has been doing a really good job. To start off the year, We were seeing her in kind of a pinch hit role, and now she's really basically forced us to play her every single game this weekend. She really showed us what she could do. She was most of our offense in all those games. You know, she came up with a huge hit yesterday to put us in position. We get a leadoff infield single by Gina Brown, and you know, I'm thinking the book calls for bunt here, sacrifice bunt. It's a 0-0 game. We're playing for one, and the way she's swinging the bat, I thought she had a 50-50 shot of getting a hit, but rather than getting a 50-50 shot of getting a bunt down. So she hit a line drive to right field, put us in scoring position, and Sam Reimer clutched up with a walk-off single. And really, you know, Nicole's done a great job. You know, she's got one of those swings where it's kind of like Vladimir Guerrero is. She does have some holes in her swing, and people can attack them, but she's a bad ball hitter. So if you're throwing her bad ball, she's gonna square it up and get the barrel on it and surprise a lot of people. And she does it a lot. And we've just found out this weekend she's one of our clutch players, and she's going to be in the lineup and doing a really nice job for us offensively, and hopefully get some pressure off of some other people and get them rolling as well.
Is that Jamie's sister, twin sister? What's the relationship?
Twin sister, yep, twin sister. She caught Jamie growing up, going through school, and went to Kirkwood and had a standout career at Kirkwood. Is the career home run leader at Kirkwood right now. I think she ended up with 24 home runs last year as a sophomore. So she does something right with the bat, that's for sure.
What position do you have her playing?
You know, we've been using her a little bit in the outfield, a little bit behind the plate, but primarily I think she'll DP for us in that DP role. It's nice to have a hitter that's got base stealing speed as well, so when she gets on, we're able to do some things and not have to sacrifice and do that type of stuff. So, any other questions? Thank you.